You think you know me.
Wrestling fans, what's going on, man? It's Black Couch Booking here with a brand new video. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Promise you will not be disappointed. And if you're old to the channel, Couch Crew, you already know the vibes, man. Please, please, please leave a like on the video. Leave a comment down below. Even if you don't agree with me, disagree with me, it is what it is, man. Let's get active. Let's get involved in the community. We don't got to agree on everything, but we can have discourse and we can have a good conversation. So today, man, I want to talk about something that I thought about, especially with today. This video is going to come out before Monday Night Raw, and I'm looking forward to seeing if they're going to pull the trigger with Maxine Dupri, which I do think that they will. But I do think we're facing the issue with WWE specifically because I feel like AEW, the underdog story for AEW is a little iffy. You could have considered Darby Allin if he wouldn't have went and climbed Mount Everest. Him winning the, AEW World Championship from Moxley would have been a great underdog story. But other than that, maybe a Willow Nightingale, but with her stature, even though she's a bubbly person, it's kind of hard for me to consider her an underdog in that sense. And Bryan Danielson was far from an underdog when he faced Swerve. But with WWE, I feel like we enter in a territory where, does WWE even have an underdog? Can WWE resalvage the underdog story in 2025, 2026 moving forward? And it's a very hard thing for me to think about because let me keep it a stack with you. I'm going to start with Sami Zayn. The last time I could have ever thought about Sami Zayn as an underdog will be pre him doing the stuff where he's a conspiracy theorist, where he had the mini intercontinental belt, the fake belt. Before that is the last time I could ever consider Sami Zayn an underdog. I can't consider somebody as an underdog who be winning big matches, who main evented WrestleMania in a tag team match, who joined the Bloodline, who came back and beat Solo for the U.S. belt, had an open challenge. I can't consider him an underdog. I don't know why people try to push that narrative. Even if he goes on to win the Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia and then go fight for the belt, he's still not an underdog in my eyes. That's just me personally, so I cannot do it. Whereas a guy like a LA Knight, it's very possible that he can be made an underdog. His stature and his bravado and his promo, it makes it difficult, but it's possible. And let me tell you why it's possible. The only way you can make LA Knight an underdog, he needs an authority figure type. Y'all compare him to The Rock and Stone Cold and blah, blah, blah. Well, he needs a Vince McMahon. He needs an authority figure. And the Vision not going to cut it. It's not enough for him. For me, if he overcome the Vision, that's nothing to me. But if Triple H, which I don't think he does, if he really wanted to push LA Knight and really put him in that limelight, Triple H got to come back and be that authority figure. You could push up on Kevin Owens and shove him and all that. Come back. Make LA Knight's life a living hell. Make LA Knight on something like, well, they not giving me an opportunity. They put me in situations they know I can't win. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do what I want to do. And it's not like he's a heel, so to speak, but it's like, man, I'm fighting against the man. And Triple H's like, hey, bro, calm down. You wasn't in the commercial for WrestleMania, bro. You not all that, bro. How about you go after the IC title, a little something, something. And you better hope you win this John Cena tournament. Like, it would have to be Triple H to do it because anyone else wouldn't be convincing unless you did something where turn one of these GMs to a heel, bro. The death of the heel general manager must be studied because y'all got the general managers involved, but their involvement doesn't feel impactful when they're faces. They're announcing matches that it's not like you felt the match was going to come out of nowhere. It's kind of like you announcing a match that I already knew was about to happen, bro. Like, there's no surprise, there's no shock value, but I think Nick Aldis would do a hell of a job as a heel GM because I know he can do that. But Adam Pearce would be the one that would catch people most off guard because Nick Aldis, you could say he could become a heel GM because Randy Orton RK on him. But nah, Randy Orton should just be the heel going against the face GM. But if Adam Pearce was to just buck up, he has the right to be a heel GM. The Vision calls him trouble. Judgment Day calls him trouble. New Day, every heel faction calls him trouble. Did he become a heel? And when the faces try to get some favor from Adam Pearce, he like, nah, I'm not even rocking with y'all neither, bro, because because y'all ask me nice don't mean y'all not taking advantage of me. So if a heel Adam Pearce GM against LA Knight, but he got to throw the gauntlet at him. Like, LA Knight, you're going to go against the whole roster on some John Cena, Randy Orton versus the roster type beat. You're going to go against a 1-on-4. You're going to face The Undertaker. I don't know who's the equivalent of who would be that scary for LA Knight to face in this point in time. in current WWE, but you got to choose somebody who's a bring back Omos. But like, you're facing a surprise guest, Omos come back, and Omos just beat the hell out of LA Knight. Like, something like that would have to make me think that LA Knight could be a underdog. And like I said, it can happen. stature is important because when Daniel Bryan was the underdog, a smaller guy, he's a vegan. I don't know why that's such a big deal. All that type of stuff, cool. Rey Mysterio, into Royal Rumble, won from number 1. Did it for Eddie Guerrero, underdog story, cool. LA Knight's a big guy, but if he has a bigger force against him, it would be a great thing for him. But I think Maxine Dupri is the one. I think she should win. And an underdog woman story is always a great story to tell because even with somebody like an Io Sky, they didn't really try to make her the underdog versus Bianca and Rhea because we're not stupid. Io Sky arguably is more technically sound, more experienced than both of them. So why are we doing that? But she was the odd one out. The odd one out and the underdog is two different things. You feel me? Like, that's not the same thing. So with LA Knight, I think this could work if you have that. But Maxine works to a T because Becky already, boom, knocked her off, but barely knocked her off. Then, boom, she had to get a DQ. So Maxine Dupri, they need to show more training montages with Natalya, more stuff backstage, more people rooting. Come on, Maxine, you got to do it. Tonight is somebody got to cheer Maxine on tonight before she go out and face Becky Lynch, maybe Natalya. Come on, Maxine, your time is now. You got to do it. I believe in you. If you need me to be in your corner, Maxine, I got this. And listen, it's not about Maxine being talented. It's not about Maxine, blah, blah, blah. It's about the story. And the story of the underdog who's not very talented, beating the heel who's extremely talented, makes for a better story than just the heel dominating the underdog, or the underdogs came so close and she lost again. Like, let's not make the same, it's not the same thing as far as underdog, but let's not make the same mistake we're making with Drew McIntyre having all these chances and losing, and Jade Cargill having 4 chances and finally getting it. This is Maxine Dupri's what? 3rd chance? 3rd time's a charm. Let's wrap this up. IC title. Becky Lynch could go on. She could go be in War Games if she wants to. She can go team up with Nikki Bella versus AJ Lee and Stephanie Valkyrie. There's so many different things you can do. Let's wrap this up and get this out the way immediately. This should not take this long. I don't got to make a long video. I'm about to end this video in like 1 minute. But I think the underdog in WWE is like almost extinct. And Maxine Dupri is the one. But I'm sure LA Knight will be the one people will go after. And I don't consider Jey Uso underdog because of what he did with the bloodline. And when he was against Roman, he put on great performances and it actually looked like he could win. So Jey Uso being an underdog in 2025, especially when you're one of the most popular superstars, whether y'all like him or not, the dislikes on the videos, whatever the case may be, it's forced hatred at this point. Whatever the case may be, bro, it is what it is. Maxine Dupri is the one. I'm looking forward. I'm watching Raw all the way through. She better win that belt tonight. If not, then there's no such thing as an underdog in the main roster because there are underdogs in NXT, but y'all don't even watch NXT for whatever. That's on y'all, but there are a couple of them down there, but everybody kind of feels like an underdog in NXT compared to the main roster, so that's a whole different thing. But let me know what you guys think, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank y'all for the love, support as always. Hope y'all enjoyed this video today. And I hope people see this video, man. I feel like I'm really spitting some real facts in this video. So let me know down below in the comment section what y'all think, man. Short, sweet, to the point. Thursday, I would like to do a viewer's choice where y'all decide, between the topics. So I'm gonna post 4 topics and see which one y'all want to go with. But I'll talk to you guys very soon, man. Thank y'all for everything, and let's keep growing and let's keep showing. Peace.